Hi, it's me again with Corel tips and tricks. Kind of a neat pattern with a little bit of a wavy line. This has outline, this one has no outline, so you could do it either way. It's pretty easy. Let's draw a square and hit P. It doesn't really matter, but I'm going to round off the corners just a little bit. And then, because it's going to not come into play really, then I'm going to draw another square, holding down the control button, and I'm going to hit P. Now, I'm going to take the 3-point curve line, and I'm going to go right there and go straight over to that edge, and then hold down the control button and get a perfect arch. So the roundness of the corner of the first one doesn't really matter. And that's how I did it the first time. Now, we're not quite there. We need to be right there. So we can do one of two things. We'll make this a little bit bigger. You know what? Let's make the rectangle a little bit smaller. So we're going to hold down the control button. But we want it right on that line. We don't want any separation because we're going to use the Smart Fill tool. And you don't want to be too far in. Now, take that line and Control D, Alternate C, and rotate it 90 degrees. You really only have to do one. So we'll take the Smart Fill tool and fill that in and see we don't have any leaks. Now we can move this stuff out of the way or just delete it because we're working in the center of the page. Now I'm going to take this and I'm going to, you know what? We don't even have to rotate it yet. Let's go ahead and left click, right click, but we don't want to move that. Now let's take a 2-point line. You can go any direction. We're going to get the distort tool and go to zipper, and we're going to start adding how many points we're going to have. See, we're adding like that many points. Now this is like how abrupt it is. We're going to go a little further than I did at the first. Then go right here to smooth distortion. Now I'm going to take this, I'm going to zoom in. I'm going to take this, I'm going to Control D while holding down the control button. Start moving it anyway. And then do like that and then go Control D. Well, if you don't hit it the first time, I must have had too many copies. Wow. That ought to be the last one, yes. So let's just start over. Let me zoom in here so I can kind of see it. Control D. You know what? Let's set our nudge factor on like 0.2 and just move it down. That's too far. Let's go 0.1 and then move it down. Okay, we didn't have a copy. Control D, that'll work. And then just Control D, and just as long as it's going to be bigger than our object, take this and group it together. Now, do not move this over, and then grab them both and go intersect. You know what? I'm going to set my nudge factor back to like 12 inches so I can nudge this out of the way. Well, it didn't work. Maybe I backed up. Huh, must have a break. But I'm pretty sure I filled that in with the Smart Fill tool. Tell you what, let's fill it in with the Smart Fill tool. Yeah, I don't have any leaks. Let's try this. Intersect. There we go. Now I can make that other outline. Let's make them both black. Then we have not moved that, so it'll still rotate from the center of the page. So Control D, Alternate C, 90 degrees. Well, I must have moved it. Well, you know what? I didn't Alternate C it. There we go. 90 degrees, or you could just put it in the center of the page. Okay. Live and learn. I didn't have it grouped together. Control G, alternate D, rotate from the center of the page, 90 degrees, Control D, Control D. So I got a little bit more wave on it this time. Let's make it yellow. And let's get a black box. Make it black, go up to Object, Order, back a page. And, you know, if you use thicker lines, it would maybe show up more. So let's take it all and go something more than a hairline. And see, that's going to make it stand out quite a bit more. And you got wavy lines in that graphic. Kind of a fun project. Hope that helped a little bit. Thank you for watching.